Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver for the Sony PlayStation 1. Also available on the Sega Dreamcast and the PC. In the last video we did some exploration and we got even further to getting some more health for the health bar. And we made it to this lighthouse. Or some sort of beacon or something. And, well, we might as well go ahead and do some more exploration. So, this guy's just walking around minding his own business. And he saw us. Great. However, I am able to set him on fire. So we might as well do that. And can I grab this too? Thankfully I can. Now, we need to enter this door. And we need to go exploring a little bit here. We need to make our way down this path. And when we do, we will find this area. Where we can shoot a fireball or two. If the enemy here can get down here. If I could see them, that would be great. Maybe they've seen me. Hard to tell. Well, I managed to somehow set him on fire anyway. And I'd rather use the firepower to take care of him in that manner because it was going to be easier to hit him with that than it was to hit him with an actual weapon. Now, we have a crank here, and it turns this gear. We turn the gear, we turn on the gas. And we turn on the gas in order to light the beacon. Sort of. It's just one of the steps towards doing that. However, there is something, or rather a few things that we need to do before we can actually do that. First off, we need to make our way up the pipes. And then we're going to push this block towards a certain part of the room. And yes, we do have to push it off the ledge. And I'm just going to push it this way because it's going to be a little faster. Or I can just do it this way. That also works. And I'm not pushing this as fast as I would like. Okay. We need to get this further up. Matter of fact, that's not where I want to push that, because it's not going to lead me to where I want to push it. We need to push this right over to here. And believe it or not, can I do it this way? I can. You actually have to put this block right here. So the gear can't move. Sort of. If you do that a little too early, the gas won't turn on. So you have to put it here. Then you can turn to crank. So once you turn to crank, that's when you push that block forward. Because if the gear turns too many times after you turn the gas on, the gas will turn off. And you won't be able to do what we were about to do. So now that we've got it so that the gear can't turn anymore, the gas will go pretty much indefinitely. Now I'm going to put my weapon away, because when I come back, this guy is going to be noticing me. And that will get rid of him. Now, we need to do some floating. And as you can see, we got the beacon lit, but, well, we have no means of actually getting it working. So we need to go down here. And I am going to fly my way down in here. And this guy decided to give me a hard time. Fun. Great. This means that I don't have a Soul Reaver to work with anymore. So it looks like it's up to me to find another weapon. This leads us to this little spiral staircase with some gaps in it. We need to make our way down. And we also need to get this machinery working if we want the beacon to turn. And I will take this with me. And not a moment too soon, because this guy wanted me dead. But I still do not have. Well, now I do. Now I have it. Thanks, game. Now I have the Soul Reaver. Anyway, we're supposed to go this way. And the game gives us another place to go to. And some more machinery that we have to turn on. We're going to be turning on a lot of machinery in this little area. Alright. Let's go through here, and as soon as we do, we're going to run into another enemy that somehow wants me dead. I don't even need to fight this guy, to be honest. Instead, I can just shift over to the spirit realm. This opens up this little path here. This brings these little blades upwards. And of course, we'll have to shift back just so we can enter the door. Get more energy. Now, when you enter this hallway, be very careful when you go here, because there is an enemy waiting just around the corner, ready to just try to hit you. And that's why I used the fire glyph to get him out of my way before he even became a threat. Now it's time to open these doors, and we get to do some things here. First off, we're going to go right in here. And we are going to have to make a path for the water for this pipe using these blocks. Now, thankfully, these two are really easy to move into position. This one is going to have to be flipped around a few times. But it can be done. Especially if I can grab it. And that will allow us to put the block right here in the proper position. Which means we now have this to work with. This will be our elbow joint. Now if I flip it this way, okay. Now will this get it? I believe it should. That's right there. And I want to flip this one more time. There we go. Wanted to flip it one more time so that way I know it's in the proper position. And from here we can leap out. Now to get to where we turn the water on. And it's going to be in this particular area right here. There's a wheel you can turn. Press square to turn it. And since we have the water in the proper position, it won't go into the little holes in the walls. And instead it will flow through the pipe, turn the water wheel there, and get this machinery going. Now, when that happens, you'll want to go back to where the machinery is. Because when you do, you'll notice that some of the gases are coming out of holes in the pipes. And you can use this gas to fly over here. Get to the front of this little bellows, wait for it to go upwards, and then leap off the edge. Make sure you glide too. That kind of works as a bit of a fail-safe there. And then you can make your way over to this hallway after jumping through a few gaps in the metal walkway. Now drop down here. Follow the path. And here's that machinery from earlier that we saw. Let's make sure we get all of our spell energy back. And then we're going to drop down right here. We're back in this area. And this time the machinery is doing quite swimmingly. It is now working like it should be. And you know what? I don't even need to fight you. Let us move across this metal walkway with the gaps in it. I'm going to use the fire glyph to take care of this guy who is up ahead. I guess that didn't give me the Soul Reaver back. Now that you're back up here, don't forget, there's a door. You kind of just have the hinges to go on, and you may not be able to see them. And from here, the beacon is not only lit, it is spinning. And the beacon's light will travel over to this triangle and light it up on a regular basis. Now, before I do anything, I'm actually going to shift over to the spirit realm. Amazing how I didn't even get hit. Well, I did get hit there. But there is some health that I can get if I just try to hold the circle button down and try to get something to come to me. We are now going to shift back, which means we will have to deal with the enemy that hit us again. Managed to outsmart him somehow. Give me your soul. And from here, we can now go ahead and enter this door. This door is just past the one that we opened at the start of the video. And you also want to be very careful because there will be enemies here that are going to kill you. Give me your soul. Thank you. I have the Soul Reaver again. And now the light from the beacon is lighting this up every so often. And when it does, the eye in the floor opens and closes. What you want to do is press select when the light hits this thing. That's when you want to press start on the shift glyph. Start. I meant to say square. You press square on the shift glyph after you press select when the light is hitting that triangle. And that gives you the sunlight glyph, which is, I believe, the 8th and last glyph of the game. We now have all of the glyphs. We only need 3 power-ups for the health in order to get it to full. And now we have 44 spell points that we can work with. And now that we've done all the little side paths that leads to all the little glyphs that we can get, we still have one of our brethren to take care of. And we're going to have to hunt him down. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we get out of here and find a way to get to our 4th and final brother. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!